So today's video is titled, I'm Too Busy to Go Plant-Based. This is something that comes up quite a bit with my clients, and I'm excited about sharing with you guys some of the ways that we worked together to overcome these obstacles. Let's get started. So the reality is we are extremely busy. There's many distractions that we have in our lives all the time. Distractions with kids, distractions with obligations, distractions with work. These are all things that are challenged with. And we get to when we're hungry, we're very reactionary to what we want to do to fuel our bodies. We go through a drive-through, we go to a restaurant, we reach into the counter and grab some probably less than healthy foods to put in our mouths because we're hungry. But how can we set ourselves up for success where ultimately the goal is when we're hungry, we want to be fueling our body with healthy foods, primarily plant foods. So there's a few themes that I want to share with you. The first one is to keep it simple. It does not have to be an overcomplicated process where you're making these meals that take 90 minutes to 2 hours that have got 30 to 40 ingredients in them. In fact, many meals can be very simple. It can be 5 ingredients or less. Incredibly healthy, incredibly delicious, and easy to make. It does not have to be an overcomplicated process. So just the theme of keeping it simple. Just one example of keeping it simple would be in the morning for breakfast, instead of having bacon and eggs, instead of having a sugary cereal, you could have something like shredded wheat with fruit, with some almond milk or some plant-based milk that doesn't have additional sugars added to it. That preparation process takes about 3 minutes. And you can have an incredibly healthy, delicious with a big glass of water with it as well. So it doesn't have to take that long. It's a very simple process, and you're fueling your body with healthier foods. A number of my clients roast vegetables, right? So proactively roasting a lot of vegetables and having the back stock in the refrigerator. That's a way that you can have some incredibly healthy foods, again, when you're hungry. So you're fueling your body with those healthy foods and not necessarily reacting and grabbing something that's less than healthy because you have it readily available for you to eat, which is incredibly important. Another simple thing, keeping with a theme of simplicity, that you can do is having for snacks a banana or an apple, something incredibly healthy versus a candy bar. Having those available for you on the counter versus not having those available at all in your house. Something simple as a snack could be some unsalted peanuts that you have in little baggies throughout your car and your house. So when you're hungry, keep it simple. Just grab some calories and fuel your body with a healthy plant-based snack. The second theme I want to share for you after keeping it simple would be to be proactive, right? What can you do to be organized and proactive? And this isn't a 90-minute, 2-hour sitting down once a week. Organizing when you're going to shop, organizing when you're going to prep your meals, organizing when you're going to eat your meals, what meals you're going to have. It could literally be 5 to 10 minutes because as you're going through the process of becoming more plant-based, you say, I'm going to have 2 plant-based meals this week. What could those be? So it could potentially be literally a 5 or 10 minute sit down to say, okay, here's the organization of what I'm going to have on these meals. Here's what I'm going to need to be shopping for, etc. It could be that simple. So be proactive is number 2 on the list. The third thing on the list to help you with saving time or organization of your time would be to be smart. I've got several things that I want to share with you, just simple tips and tricks that you can really help in cutting down time to help you with the efficiencies of, again, the goal is having the food readily available for you when you're hungry. The first one is batch cooking, right? So my wife and I cook our meals in the house now. My wife and I basically eat the same meal sometimes 2 or 3 times that week. I'll spend, let's say, 30 minutes making a meal, and I'll make way more than that meal. I'll make it for several meals in that particular recipes, right? So it took me 30 minutes to cook that meal, but then the next day or the day after that, it literally takes me 5 minutes to make that meal because I just need to heat it up. So over the course of 2 meals, it's taking me 35 minutes in preparation for both of those, which is about 17 minutes each. And if we do it for 3 meals, then we're looking at probably 12 minutes each, right? So batch cooking is a great way to save with time and efficiency to help you when you're making your meals. Something else that costs a little bit more money, but also could help you with efficiency is to buy some pre-chopped vegetables and fruits, etc. A great way where you don't have to worry about chopping any of this stuff up. You've already got it readily available for you in the refrigerator. That could potentially save you 15 or 20 minutes a week right there. And the last one of the category of be smart is to utilize the convenience of some foods that are out there. things like canned goods, things like frozen vegetables and frozen fruits. All of those things last a very long time, and one of the challenges sometimes with whole food plant-based eating is the food goes bad in the refrigerator. Well, with frozen foods, frozen vegetables and frozen fruits, and canned goods, those don't go bad for months and sometimes even years, right? So leverage the opportunity to just grab that you've got in the pantry, i.e. canned goods, let's say a canned beans, and heat that up. That would be something that would be very quick for you that's already readily available. And the last one with regards to saving time is to be intentional. Know that change and change process does take time. It's absolutely worth it when you're working to change behaviors. So you have to be intentional to where it is that you want to go, and as I shared with you before, why that's important to you. It's incredibly important to you to know that and understand that. As you're establishing a routine with your intention, over the course of time, your time efficiencies get better as well. As we tend to do things more and more, we get better at doing those things, including time efficiency. So to recap really quick, the first one is keep it simple, simplicity. I've got a program coming up in February I'm really excited to announce real soon. It's called More Plants, Less Weight. And one of the main themes of this program is to keep it simple. You can always stretch yourself and add complex things like more ingredients and taking more time with recipes that take longer. That's fine as well. At least when you're beginning, the answer could potentially help you significantly would be to keep it simple. Again, number 2 is being proactive. Taking 5 to 10 minutes to say, okay, I'm going to have the following 7 breakfasts, which is going to be shredded wheat with milk, again, almond milk. I'm going to have the following 2 whole plant-based meals and the following lunches, right? So just kind of planning out and organizing what makes the most sense for you. And then based on that, what am I going to do to be shopping? What am I going to do to be chopping and organizing the process to fuel my body? Not looking for perfection at all, just looking for progress. If you're the average American, you fuel your body about 10% of the calories come from whole vegetables and fruits. 60% come from processed foods and 30% come from animal products. What if we could make that 10%, 20, 30, or 40%? How much better would that go towards your health? So number 1 is to keep it simple. Number 2 is to be proactive. The third one, again, is to be smart. Things like batch cooking, pre-chopped items, frozen foods, frozen vegetables, frozen fruits, frozen vegetables, and canned goods. Those are all ways that you can use efficiency and convenience. And the last one, of course, is to be intentional. Focus on your attention. What do you want to do, and why is that important to you? So I'm going to leave you with 2 final items. The first one is I'm putting in the description a couple of recipes that I think are going to be incredibly helpful for you. They're both 2 recipes that I cook quite often. They have the description, and they both take less than 15 minutes. So if you batch cook them, you literally can have 2 meals that took less than 7 minutes. So it's very, very possible to do this, and I wanted to make sure I include that in the description. So just look in the description below and you can see those recipes. The last thing I want to talk with you about is I've got a lot of themes that I want to talk about during these videos, but I also want to hear from you. You can instant message me, you can send me a message to the YouTube description, just put in your comments below, whatever works for you. But I want to hear what you want me to talk about. I'm a health coach. I talk about plants. I talk about incorporating more plants to help you to improve your health, which also could be, in fact, to lose weight, whatever works for you. But in that realm, really what comes to mind? What questions could I answer for you and help you and support you in your journey to better health and wellness? All right, that's it for today. Appreciate you taking the time spending with me today and watching this video all the way till the end. If you like this video, if it resonates with you, feel free to subscribe. I would love that. That's going to hit some algorithms so more people can get this information. Also, feel free to share it as well if that works for you as well. Just trying to get as many eyes on this information as possible. Until next time, thanks so much for your time and attention. Take care.